Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy Scooter from Praise 365 Radio, and I want to let you all know about my family, C. Micah and Rob Redeem's new EP entitled Remant Music. This project features special guests Jay Carter, Kyron Montero, Noel Jones, and more. Plus, features their latest single, No Way. This project has production from Poetics, Mark for Mo Beats, D on the track, and many more. You will see a wide range of trap bangers, pop smashes, and edification for your spirits. This will be a definite repeat on your playlist. Be sure to grab your copy when it releases on Black Friday, November 27th. Pre-order available now on all digital outlets. Remnant Music by C. Micah and Rob Redeem.
All right, man. We'll talk to the people, man. Tell them how you feeling about this joint. They can hear you.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I'm excited about it. To tell you the truth, it's a long time coming. A lot behind it. Behind it. You know what I'm saying? So for us to be here, just excited about it. To tell you the truth, man. So it may not look like it. Look, you know, you always get nervous whenever you drop something. Yeah. You know, you want to know the feedback of everybody. But the bottom line is I'm excited that it's here, and I pray that people actually listen to what we're talking about and just go from there, you know?
Yeah, so we came together. Me and Rob been best friends for like millions of years. Seemed like it ain't been that long, but it seemed like a million. Right. Feel like I grew up with this brother, and we featured on all our projects gazillion of times, and we decided like, bro, we need to do a project. And when we announced, a lot of people said about time because we have been doing so much stuff together. So that's how that came together, man. And when the project called Remnant Music, we're set apart. You know, we trying to do something. CHH has many forms right now, many forms. You know, you got super spiritual, you got barely spiritual, and you got, hey, I just slipped in. We got all these versions. And we wanted to do something true to what we are. You know what I mean? And we got together and made some music, man. A lot of people, may not think that you think you got to do it certain ways, man. You just got to be yourself. And I think we get a good response because we just being us. You know what I'm saying? We just doing us. So, that's what it's all about. One of our, I'm gonna run one of these songs, feature our man Kyron Montero. We might have a couple of surprise guests or whatever, man. We trying to get people in, but we just gonna make it do what it do. But we got this song with Kyron Montero. It's called, what's that John called, Rob?
Wake Up.
Yeah, wake up, man. Rob, wake up. Speaking of you, brother, wake up, brother.
Wake up, wake up.
Anyway, man, we're going to run this John with Kyron Montero called Wake Up. Let's go.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up when I'm feeling live. I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Flex.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Flex. Oh my God. Woke up this morning feeling, cause today wasn't promised. And yesterday I was tripping, if I'm being honest. My actions, thoughts, words, attitude, I was a mess. He still let me see another day, I'm truly blessed. All the new beginnings, I'm just walking in it, cause every day mercy's brand new. Although I repented, I'm still prone to sinning, cause my flesh like to do what it do. But greater is he that in me, I'm blessed. Striving for greatness, won't settle for less. Acknowledge the son for everything he's done, cause I should have been somebody, let me know less. Now praise is going up, step my sewing up, blessings raining. On me, he supplied my needs daily. Ain't bragging about the money, house, cars, or the clothes. If I lost it all, I done been there before. I'm talking about the Lord, how he saved my soul, healed my body, and he made me whole. I'm truly blessed.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God. Bless.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God. Bless. Oh my God.
Woke up this morning, I'm feeling big. Hey, covered in grace, I'm feeling big. Rich on foes, I'm feeling blessed. Got the spirit living in me, I'm feeling blessed. Yeah, here with the bro, that's drip. Crash coming back, that's drip. Yeah. Face right here, we drip. Young, can we be with the drip? Living by the come and get a ship. Yeah. Crash took nails in his ribs. Until the light, what we gon' get? You want such a king, then I mean you hit. Yeah. We ain't got time for no stress. Nah. Ain't taking losses, they lessons. Yeah. We gon' keep stacking these blessings. Yeah. Boy, don't be hating no weapon. Nah. I know the Lord is majestic. He came and gave new direction. Now we under his protection. Tell the devil get the stepping. Yeah.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wake up and I'm feeling live. Wake up and I'm feeling live.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Every single morning when I wake up, very first thing get praise up. Till his love cover me like a blazer. As the word come my heart like a razor. Faithful, faithful. Let his word pop like Fago. Every morning I'm locked like Lego. Till the next come around like Bagel. I get to this on a daily. Before I step into this crazy. Fallen world that really needs a saving. Grace of God that truly is amazing. I need that, believe that. It's my currency like a greenback. Kinda hard to see like a screen crack. Every single morning I receive that. Piece of peace all above my under. Standing planet in all its wonder. Strongest tower I could crawl up under. Amazing grace I will always ponder. Goodness, grace, he is great. Mercies, new every day. Bless.
Yeah, we like that.
Yo, man.
Like that. We like that. So, man, this song featured our brother Kyra Montero. And we're gonna bring him in, man. Talk to him for a minute. What's up, bro?
Swar, what's happening?
What it is, bro? What it is, brother?
What's happening? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? I got the
hold up. Shout out to Pastor Mike over there giving us some love, man. He said, Rob, your flow was dope. No doubt. Salute to our brothers, man. Salute to everybody, man. Kyra Montero coming in live and direct, Marion. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Marion,
what's cracking?
Marion, Indiana.
Man,
what's up, John Reverend?
Feel like an old man over here trying to go live and ain't filling this mug out, man.
Man, what's happening? What's happening, man? Congratulations on y'all release, man. Happy
Most
for y'all brothers,
man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Yeah, brother. So
master right here in this room right here, and wake up.
Shameless plug.
Was recorded right there on that microphone right there. You feel me?
Yeah. So that's the light skinned dude. We'll always be joking about him and ST Alien, king of the light skins around here. You know
that's right. Shout out
and Pastor Mike over there on my chat. He light skinned too. King of the light skin. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking over, coming back. You know the brown skin brothers been ruling for a minute.
Shout out to Trip Lee, and if Drake ever gets saved, maybe he a man up. Shout out to him too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he made dope music though. I ain't gonna even front. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no faking it. You know what I mean? Ain't no faking it. So, brother, questions for you, Mr. Montero. So, what was your mind like when we were doing this? Somebody, man, turn y'all volume down on your phone or whatever. But
all the way down.
You too, Kyra. So, check this out, man. So we sent you this verse, man. What was your mind like? What was your mindset like when you was gonna do that joint, brother?
First off, is that better?
Yeah. First off, it's better. Second off, swerve. Third off, brother, you know better. HN, you know better. Anyway, go ahead, bro. What was your
phone down, man? Then
what was your mind like on the verse, man? When we sent you that joint, what was you looking like, brother?
First off, honest confession, y'all was not gonna put me on this song, so I bogarted myself on this song.
Hey, see, low key facts.
Hey, no, ain't no. Hey, Rob, it ain't low key, high key facts, brother.
I had to obey my thirst, you know.
I know. Our boy John be trying to bully himself on a bunch of songs. Everyone he may send me the instrumental.
First off, if we could tell the real story, first off, I knew I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for y'all stuff for like about 5 years now. Ever since when you and Rob came over to my crib, when my freedom was under the weather, and so when C sent me these beats, me and C was going through some beats, and I was like, bro, this a winner. And so then he sent me back what y'all did, and I was like, oh my Lord, you know what I'm saying? It was on point, and I'm like, man, Ain't no way. Y'all, hey man, as we friends. I don't care if you put me on the remix. This going on. This about to be on something. So honestly, when I heard that, man, I just knew I was like, yo, I just knew I want to bring something different, but I knew that y'all was gonna be on there killing it. I wasn't sure if I should have a twisting contest with Rob. You know what I'm saying? Little Bone Thugs and Twister on there, but I was like, man, he killing this so much. I'ma just swag it out, man. So honestly, man, my favorite part is y'all versus for real, man.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate
up,
it, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Rob did a whole lot of twisting on this project, man. If you heard it, there's a lot of twisting going on, you know. And Rob don't even twist like that all the time. I was like, man, this brother know I can't really twist. He's trying, we boys, he's still trying to kick my butt on here, man.
All right, first off, though, y'all both of y'all punchlines was crazy. So for anybody wondering if CHH got bars, I mean, y'all bars was crazy. I was trying to be all cute swagging. Y'all was hitting me with them jabs and them uppercuts like a mug. I'm over here trying to dodge it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Reverend say I stay trying to get on a remix, shaking my head. Puerto Ricans are dope too. Man, you be in CHH, ain't nothing but Puerto Ricans. Barely any of us in there anymore.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, man. So I heard, man, you got a few questions for us, brother. We'll do something weird, man. What you got?
Yeah, man, I'm the interviewer. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to get a little taller, man. You looking like you the tallest of all three of us. You looking like you 5'2".
Man, that's because, man, shut up, man. I came on here to celebrate y'all brothers today.
Little dude.
You wanna crack jokes, brother. That ain't even cool, man.
Man, I'm happy.
Anyway,
man.
Anyways, yeah, man. Yeah, it's my show right now. So you just be quiet and let me answer the question, man.
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, so what was y'all brother said that when y'all was working on this project, man?
Rob?
First of all, I'm gonna be 100% real. Your verse made me go back to the lab, cat. Like the original verse that I had for this joint was not up to par. So while you saying that you tried to keep up, like when you sent your bars back, but what I will say is where my head was at is I respect you as an artist, and the fact that I know that you listen to, like, I listen to both sides of the spectrum sometimes, but I know that you produce and you engineer for both sides as far as secular, whether it's CHH or not. And when you came back with your flow, I'm like, man, it made mine sound dated on my original bars that I wrote. So then when I came back,
hey bro, you telling too much, brother. Telling too much.
Look, we not the same, brother. I ain't got time.
Right. This ain't the podcast right now, though.
Hey, but
you know these banners in the back. This ain't the podcast.
Check this out. Cats will be over here like, yeah, I wrote the dopest. No, sir. Boy, you set your bars back, and I'm like, it's time to step the game up. So I appreciate you for that.
We gonna keep it 1,000. We gonna keep it 1,000. So Kyron, a little bit younger than us. You know what I'm saying? He's the oldest young dude you ever know. He's the oldest young dude you ever meet. But
no doubt.
So that boy sit them verses back, and I told Rob, I said, hey man, this young dude ain't finna little boy us, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This ICD. And he was just swagging on it, but we wasn't swagging. We was barring up and doing stuff. And the first version, I think we both had bars, but the second version, we had to have all caps bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we didn't tell him we rewrote it neither, because we love you, bro, but you ain't gonna little boy us on our song.
Yeah. So it was rewrote, and what my head was at when I wrote my verse, honestly, the second time, I had a lot of stuff going on personally in my life, but I made my verse that ended up going on the CD or on the project. I made my verse to wrap around what I was going through currently. You know what I mean? So I had somebody tell me that because, I look, for the longest, and this testimony, for the longest I was paying child support and was broke as ever. Now I got just a little bit of change and I'm on my come up. But that's why I said at the end of it, ain't bragging about, that's why I said ain't bragging about the money, house, cars, or the clothes. If I lost it all, I'd have been there before. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where I just took my everyday life and just praising God, man, for where I'm at and where I was. You know what I mean? So, wake up, and I appreciate you waking them bars up.
Yeah, you woke us up. No
doubt.
But yeah, man, my head was on it, man. It was like I had this dope beat by our homie Poetics, man. Shout out to him. He been pubbing us. You know what I'm saying? He doing a lot in our genre. Salute to homeboy out there in I think he in Arizona now. He used to be in Nashville, but salute to our boy Poetics that made the beat. And I was just like, we was going through beats and Kyron was like, man, that's the one. Like he was saying earlier, man. I was like, okay, I'm feeling it. Got to rocking. And I just wanted to give it with everything our best. You know what I mean? Like me and Rob, we gave up being famous a long time ago, right?
Right.
But we still ain't trying to be no slaw on this joint. That's the thing. Ain't nobody trying to be no slaw out here. So, and then we invited you on. I think it was the perfect one to bring you on, bro. So salute to you for that, man. Still a jerk though.
Says the one cracking all the jokes. I'm trying to be serious.
Hey man, it's my birthday, man. You know when you release an album, it's like your birthday.
No doubt.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I definitely got some questions on this project, man. Let's talk about it. Y'all ain't about to kick me out because we talking about y'all. So this ain't no pro to me. This about y'all. So on this project, man, like you said, y'all a little bit older. See, we gonna talk. See, you what, 41, right?
Hey man, we don't do numbers on here.
Man, shut up, man.
I'm seasoned. I'm well seasoned though.
Anyways, man. Okay. So you ain't John Keith age. Let's say that. How about that then?
You ain't either, but you light as him. Go ahead, brother. Swear.
Never.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Anyways, man, I'm gonna say these jokes, right? Love y'all. I love you, brother. May grace and peace be with you.
Yes, sir.
Amen. All right. So with y'all being seasoned, even though I'm middle season, but y'all upper season.
Yeah,
so so with you being upper room season, you know what I'm saying? Don't start with me, man. I'm trying to hold it back. Don't start.
All right.
Like y'all talked about the challenge of being younger, but I don't think it's the challenge of age. I think it's something like Rob said, just being in tune with culture, because I'm seeing a lot of cats, even in my age group, who still came up on Jay Nas, Dipset, Classic Wayne, Classic Tip, who's still in tune with the 90s and early 2000s, who still find themselves with the same struggle as your age group, because y'all was our OG. So a lot of us as young old dudes, in a way.
Hey, Pastor Mike said, I don't think I want to get on the show now.
Why you say that?
We clowning. Nah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, I can't really see the comments.
Nah, it's all right.
For some reason.
It's on the personal joint.
But so with y'all, like, what challenges did y'all face? Because Rob, when you talk about worth, I mean, you sound like you blending in right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You blending in with everything going on right now. See your flow, even though Still I Breathe is more classic hip hop, the way you came on it is still like that 2020 drip on some vintage type stuff. So, like, I mean, for both of y'all, what do y'all feel like y'all challenges in being seasoned, but still trying to appeal to like modern day culture of, like, you know, y'all nieces and nephews and kids and whatever that's going on right now?
All right. You know, I got kids with a Z, so I got a few teenagers in the crib.
I won't bust you out, but
grown kids.
Hey, so I got grown kids, I got little kids. I just got kids. You dig what I'm saying? But that also helps me to stay in tune. You know what I mean? And sometimes when we ride, and I'd be like, yo, throw something on. But when it came to worth was about social media, man. Like, social media had got me to the highest degree of istivity. Put a P on the front of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it got me real upset what I was seeing on social media, like little dudes thinking that they worth less, women thinking that they worth less because of what social media is showing them. So I heard the beat. I was searching for some beats. I heard the beat, and I literally wrote worth. I think it took me about 25, 30 minutes to write worth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about that was hook, verses, and it wasn't a shot at any particular body. It was about social media as a whole and trying to tell people, especially like the church, look down on you and feel like you're not blessed if you ain't got money. Certain people in the church. You know what I mean? If you ain't driving this and they feel like that what you have is your worth. And then the second verse is just like, yo, you can have everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want money. I get it. And I say it in worth. Ain't nothing wrong with nice things as long as nice things don't replace the king. You know what I'm saying? And that was my whole thing on Worth. So Worth was just basically it was an anger song. I'm not gonna lie to you, man, because I was looking at social media at one point and it just got on my nerves, looking at these young people kill themselves, or looking at these young dudes feel like they're worthless, and looking at these young ladies feel like they're worthless because of me. Go ahead, C.
You were so good, brother. He asked about Worth. When I heard Worth, I just mad because I wasn't on it. It's supposed to be a joint project. I wasn't jointly on that joint.
Y'all killed it. We about to get into some stuff. I'm about to make y'all answer some hard questions. One thing that
this
y'all
ain't your
did,
podcast, brother. Ain't no podcast time behind your head.
Hey man, look, man.
Go ahead, brother.
But we promoting y'all project. Let me hear the big y'all up.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Hey, yo, if y'all just tuning in, this is the Not the Same podcast. Rob Redeem, C. Mike, and featuring Kyra Montero. You understand? So, I'm the co-host of the day, and we here to promote Remant, now available in stores. C. Mike and Rob Redeem on African American Records. So yes, we are here live.
African Americans made them records. Caucasian mixed it though. My light skin mastered it.
Shut up, man.
It was a universal project.
That's right. We love everybody.
So one thing that y'all did on this podcast, not this podcast, but one thing that y'all did on this album, that I know because I did it last year, and this ain't no plug to me. Yeah. One thing that y'all did on this project is that y'all picked Black Friday, right? Mm-hmm. To release music. Now, when I released my album Broken last year, it came out November 29th. So this year it falls on the 27th. And when you told me that y'all was doing that, I thought that it was a challenge to do that on a day where people consume so much music. How has that challenge been for y'all? I feel like that's one of the hardest days in the year to release music on, is Black Friday. How has that been for y'all?
I mean, for me, honestly, man, I don't think it's really been a challenge, man. It's been, look, man, God's timing is God's timing. Straight up. You know what I mean? And he can do what he want to do. Like, he's sovereign. He do what he want to do, but he loves us, man. And I feel like God's hand was on what we was doing. And, reality was, it just came to me. It's like, yo, do it on Black Friday. We only had a few weeks to promote. Everything came together like it's supposed to. But I've learned this in my life, man. When God's hand on something, it all come together. When his hand ain't, it is hard. Now, we lost Kyron. He'll be back. But when his hand is not, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, his yoke is easy and his burden is light.
Yeah, but for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of times, when things is really, really hard, really, really difficult, man, I know you got to push through sometimes. Other times, it's just a thing other times it's just a thing of like, yo, you weren't supposed to be doing it. But with us putting this together, man, like it was easy when it was time to release. Now, I'm going to be honest, though. When we was recording and it got to the point of really releasing, boy, that was not easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy at all. You know what I mean?
A year in the making, see?
A year in the making. But when they got time to release it, and I believe the guy said, yo, go. Oh, man, it was smooth sailing. It was easy. Yeah. Like, we sent out emails. People was posting it. Other people that we didn't send emails to was posting it, man. Like, we caught a lot of favor, man. And I was really honored by so much favor, man. Because like I always say, man, like we ain't no new school dudes. We've been around a minute. Right. And for that, man, I know God is very able. Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I think the first time, I mean, definitely, obviously, Rob, me and you just getting acquainted within the last 5 years, but it feel like 10. But with me and she been in the game for a minute. I think I first heard one of his first songs on the soundtrack of Jurassic Park. I think before.
Hold on. See, I wasn't gonna pull out none of the stuff on the podcast just for you.
No.
Hey man, so like all that what you were saying, like I said, y'all picked the hardest day. Now let's move into some of the business. Y'all did a joint project together. and this education for the new generation. So obviously,
hold that thought, because we want to play some songs. I'm gonna play a song, and you come back with that question. All right?
I'm gonna bookmark that. Swear.
Yeah, bookmark it in your head. We gonna run this Still I Breathe.
Struggles try to weigh on me. Strongholds think they breaking me. From every side wanna take from me. The life I lead, still I breathe. Still I breathe. Still I breathe. He coming for my head, but still I breathe. They thought that I was dead, but still I breathe. For you to understand the type of man that I am and the reason why I am, gotta know what I've been through. If it wasn't for the great I am, giving us a son of man as a sacrificial lamb, I would have been through. Full-time sinner in the valley of the shadows, giving God glory cause he garnished my check. I was in it all the way, talking overtime pay. See the wages was death, had to catch my breath. Now that Christ in my life, he's really been instrumental, removing the bad habits that were truly detrimental. That sex, liquor, and weed, anger, pride, and greed, all with temporary highs, trying to fulfill a need. No longer looking for love through self-gratification, through pure determination, ain't trying to be complacent. Nah, ain't weighing on me, this the life I lead, still I breathe. Struggles try to weigh on me. Strongholds think they breaking me. From every side wanna take from me. The life I lead, still I breathe. Still I breathe. Still I breathe. He coming for my head, but still I breathe. They thought that I was dead, but still I breathe. Been attacked for so long, attached to my dome, and past the distractor, I'm acting alone. The fact that I'm ratchet is trash in my home. My passion is passing, I'm masking my wrongs. The masking is wrong. You do not condone. Try to leave it alone, but still I am prone to falling away. I already fell. Yeah, you save me for heaven, but living like hell. Yeah. Been struggling, man, but look like I'm well. Yeah. But your grace is sufficient and it will prevail over all of my faults, over all of my oughts. Your son paid my cost when he got off that cross. You set me free, I mean freely indeed. Cause this stuff try to kill me, but still I breathe. Struggles try to weigh on me. Strongholds think they breaking me. From every side wanna take from me. The life I lead, still I breathe. Still I breathe. Still I breathe. He coming for my head, but still I breathe. They thought that I was dead, but still I breathe.
That's enough. Y'all go by. You want to hear the rest of it. Stream that joint now, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, bro. Hold on. I want to shout out some people at home. It's Quentin Westbrook for the True Music podcast.
Yeah, man.
I love y'all podcast, man.
Yeah, man. They introduce a lot
and our sister
of new music.
Our sister Deidre. Married couple. Salute to them, man. Love y'all.
Yeah, man. They doing their thing.
All right, Mr. Question, man. What you got, brother?
Yo, so what I was dope song, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Too bad you couldn't be on that one. You definitely could have had a verse on for what we talking about. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on. Backstory. Yes, you could have, brother, because backstory behind that, we reached out to two brothers.
Yep.
This real talk right here, man, because I'm telling you,
one we still cool with and we love him.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
If I ever see him, he might not breathe.
We want a little dude.
The feds watching. No, we know him.
Oh no, not literal.
True music in the building,
brother. Not literal. Not
literally.
Hey, I seen forensic files. My phone towers is right here in Indiana. All right, bro. I'm trying to. I gotta keep my distance. I ain't near y'all niggas right now.
Yeah. Not literal, bro.
What's up, DJ? Love y'all too.
But what I was
Eric Jones. What's up? Go ahead, brother.
What I was about to. First off, y'all brothers killed that song. Even though it's called "Still I Breathe." See, you sound like you was rapping through your nose, but we're not gonna talk about that though. No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't breathing. I had to do the song in character, brother. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Never mind about it. You reminded me of some heavy set Christian rappers. That's gonna remain.
Hey man,
ask your question, man, before we kick you up out of here.
all I'm gonna say is Anthem. That's all I'm gonna say is Anthem. You get on your way home. Anyways, man. So
go ahead, bro. Ask the question, man.
Our guy is an awesome guy, man. You know, so y'all brothers did this project, man. Obviously, y'all had to talk about the business aspect behind that, because obviously this project costs. So it costs for studio time, it costs for production.
Mm-hmm.
There's payouts and mechanical royalty. There's publishing. Educate us who never did a joint project before on the business end of what it looked like doing this, because I've never done a joint project with somebody, a whole project. Only obviously somebody featuring on my record, but I've never done a project like, you know, with somebody else. So how does that work?
I let Rod do that because he did a lot of that part.
Yeah, it's simple, man. It's called 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I mean, me and C got a relationship, man. And when you got a relationship with anybody, if he can't pick something up, I picked it up. If I couldn't pick it up, he picked it up, because we knew we was in this together.
Yeah.
The biggest thing when it came to like ASCAP, when it came, like I texted you one morning, yo, who you with? Give me your numbers, you know, for BMI, because I want to make sure everybody get their percentage on what they did on this project and make sure that it's done and decent and in order. I've been on a few projects where I didn't get any credit for, but that was my fault. But together, you know what I'm saying? But C and I, we just wanted to make sure it was right. Now, one thing I will say is, if you're going to do a joint project and release with anybody, make sure you give it a group name. Because the one thing I noticed when it popped off on Spotify, there was no group name. So it has me and C Micah as me and C Micah. It's together, but it's not under our C Micah Rob Redeem page. It's a whole nother C Micah and Rob Redeem, even though we're the same folks. So we're not really getting credit for this being under also appears on, at least yet. Yeah, at least yet. And that's the way that
on Tidal, y'all are. Tidal,
yeah, on Tidal and Apple Music and everything. Tidal, I believe iTunes, I saw it on. It shows Robert Dean and C Micah, or C Micah and Robert Dean. And when you put the names in, it'll show it. But Spotify only, you might want to make sure that you give yourself a group name. What you got over there, bro?
I nothing. Go ahead, Kyra.
No, go ahead, man.
Nah, sis just messing with you, man. You ain't gonna be able to see it. I'll tell you later. But you ain't gonna be able to see it. But
oh Lord.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it was we just split everything 50-50, man. Like we brothers, man. One thing me and Rob decided is like money ain't gonna break us up. We homies. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we did everything 50-50. Same way we do Not the Same podcast. Everything is split down the middle, but it's legit. It's a real business. You know what I'm saying? One thing Kyron always talk about, y'all don't hear these conversations me and him have all day, but we always be talking about what's that paper we gotta have with the
the operating agreement.
Operating agreement.
Like
we got the literal operating agreement and all that. Like it's for real business. But with this project, Remnant Music, everything 50-50. You know what I'm saying? We split it down the middle. Even the promotion, everything we split down the middle. Whoever we gonna pay to promote our joint, we split down the middle. So all the profits, and then like we have it, like even the profits is going not to either one of our individual bank accounts. It's all going to another bank account. So no issues. You know what I'm saying? None like all going to Rob joint and he got to break me off, or all going to my joint, I got to break him off, but I got a bill and I get you next week. Nah, none of that. None of that. It's in his own bank account to kill the devil. You know what I'm saying? Because the enemy will come in there, money get hard. You start looking at your brother like, you know what I'm saying?
So does that fall
Salute,
under
brother.
y'all Not the Same?
Of course you gonna put that up there.
Of course I'm gonna put that up there. Anyway, go ahead, brother. I put it back up there. Lights the Grizzly throwback. I know. Hey, all day. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
To answer your question, Kyra, it doesn't fall under not the same. It doesn't fall under that LLC because it's separate. Although, even though we're not the same, you can buy the project from Not the Same. So we didn't want to send. We didn't want to. It was kind of a marketing tool. We didn't want to send people to C's website, my website, and say, "Yo, buy the project." And even if you go to our individual website in order to buy the project, you got to click a link. You got to click the link that send you to Not the Same. So it's not going to be any type of I rock with him better than him, so I'm gonna give him the money. Now we made sure we took care of that.
Yeah, I guess I was wondering more for like, let's say CPA bookkeeping type records. Is that a write-off? This project, is that able to be written off as deductions for Not the Same, or do y'all just break that down? How do y'all go about that? And I'm asking for everybody.
Yeah,
okay. It'll be
because it wasn't a Not the Same release. You know, even though it's on the website, we didn't say Not the Same podcast presents Rob and C Mike. We probably could have. That might have been cool, but we didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, since y'all selling it on the website, it could be a release.
Definitely,
so,
Quinn.
I mean, it could be. Y'all could write it off. It would probably be easier since y'all already got that. But for the simple-minded people, we're gonna keep that in high-level intellect conversations more simple. Back to some regular questions. Y'all brothers, y'all did this. What is the importance of good recording and mixing for this project? Because everybody didn't have the opportunity to go to a state-of-the-art studio like y'all did. But what was that process for y'all having a dedicated recording and mixing engineer where y'all was just free to be able to be artists and not have to deal with that type stuff?
You want me to get that? Well, so it was an honor to deal with Preston. Like, we like Preston. Preston, he works at Sawhorse Studios here in St. Louis on Virginia Avenue. I can't remember the address, but dope mixing engineer.
Engineer.
He's a true engineer. And what we mean by that, a true engineer, anybody that's watching as an artist, you've been to a studio and somebody hit record and they sit there and eat some Cheetos and you be like, hey, bro, how that sound? Oh, yeah, it's dope. And they just scrolling on their phone. Ain't none of that. If you record slow, Preston be like, do it over. Yeah. He don't ask you.
He tell you.
Yeah, he'll stop. No, I deleted it. Do it over. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate that because before recording with that brother, I never had that. And it's hard to do that to yourself. Like, you will say you do that to yourself, but when you did a take 5 times and you tired, you be like, nah, that's straight. That'll do. But you paying somebody to do that, it ain't no that'll do. Because it's going to get right because I'm spending my money on it. So, but the importance of having a good mixing engineer and having the songs mixed right and master right is that when people hear it, your response is different. Like, a song can be dope. It goes from dope to excellent by mixing and mastering. You know what I mean? So, like, they could be like, yeah, that song is dope, and they'll keep going. And they don't even know why they skipping past it because the listener may not understand mixing and mastering. All they know is when I turn on regular radio and I hear Drake, it sound like this. And when I turn on C Mike and Rob, it may sound like that. And it need to be like this, like Drake. You need to be as close as you can to the high level mixing and mastering as you can get. Now, we ain't getting a session with 40. You know what I mean? We ain't getting a session with his guy. You know what I mean? But we trying to get to the highest level as we can because I don't want the excuse of this joint has hurt my ears, so I can't listen to it. Because that always happens. Because there's always many excuses in our genre to not listen. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, it's Christian. So people are finding excuses not to listen. So if it's mixed right, the levels is right, and the beat is banging, I got to catch a hook, then we have a chance to grab people in. You know what I mean? So,
and with that said, run the next track before the next question.
Bands in the hand while you're flexing on the gram, that's not your word. Keys to the crib and a whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash while you're trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word. Bands in the hand while you're flexing on the gram, that's not your word. Keys to the crib and a whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash so you're trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word. First let me say when it's all said and done, can't take it to the grave. If you on top with a lot, when your heart finally stops, can't ride that way. This topic trending, let me talk about it. Seems like those who got it always gotta flaunt it. See, we need to stop it, making idols out it. Looking down on those who gotta go without it. What's your social status, meaning who you know, how many likes you got, that's the status quo. All in your face like an open book. Instantly snap cause they really shook on the fact that they don't have no peace in their spirit. Some lie and they steal and they cheat just to get it. Envy the next but refuse to admit that they never satisfied, truly don't get it. That empty void that they trying to fill with people and things and still have no chill. Missing that peace only Christ can give. Stuck in that mind, only one life to live. That YOLO living got them money driven in a mental prison cause they trying to get it. They done fell in love and don't understand. That's the root cause of the evil at hand. 1 Timothy in the 6th chapter, the 10th verse, what I'm trying to cap. Some have walked away in hope to gain, pissing themselves with sorrow and pain. For the love of money made them walk from the fade. Wanting riches, not seeking his fate. They fell for the lie, what they have is they worth. I ain't talking to loss, I'm talking to church. Bands in the hand while you flexing on the gram, that's not your worth. Keys to the crib and the whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash while you trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word. Bands in the hand while you flexing on the gram, that's not your word. Keys to the crib and the whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash while you trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word.
Mark 8 verse 37.
What's worth more than your soul in heaven?
Mark 8 verse 36.
If you lose your soul, what's the benefit? Them blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. They counting them up like them racks they be flexing. Drip from their head to their feet. They stay thinking this guy's playing, but they sadly mistake. Life's worth more than them things you possess. That greed mentality have you possessed. Thinking you winning when really is worthless. Living a lie, not fulfilling your purpose. Made in his image, created for worship. Gave us his son cause he knew he was worth it. Did it for us though we don't deserve what he did on the cross, that's the ultimate purse. Seek the kingdom and the things of God, he'll provide your need. If you trust your riches, it'll fly away like it had wing. Just know when you chasing that money, it's never no love. Never satisfied, never enough. Focus on Christ and he'll pour out them blessings, it's never too much. Ain't nothing wrong with nice things, as long as nice things don't replace the king. I'm only trying to hit 2 things. That's well done from Elohim. He's the king of king over everything. He reigns supreme, superior being. So whatever your net, it's not your word. Keep seeking his face and putting him first. Bands in the hand while you flexing on the gram, that's not your word. Keys to the crib and the whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash while you trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word. Bands in the hand while you flexing on the gram, that's not your word. Keys to the crib and the whip with the drip, that's not your word. All about the cash while you trying to get the bag, that's not your word. Died on the cross and he rose on the third cause he knew your word.
Y'all can go. Y'all can go stream. Y'all can go buy. Get that joint. You'll be able to hear it live and direct. Listen to it in the car. Kyrie did an excellent job with the mastering of this project. Preston did an excellent job with the mixing and the levels and all the vocals and everything. So go ahead, Kyrie, ask your question.
Yeah, shout out to Preston, man. Post-production king. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Preston. That dude is a gorilla. So I'm gonna put y'all ask questions for y'all, but it's for y'all oppositely. So for both of y'all oppositely, what was y'all most impressive verse from the other side? When y'all heard, y'all was like, dang, like Rob, what did you think C's most impressive verse slash song was, and then vice versa for C?
Make them known for me.
Take them wherever though. Everywhere make them known. I wanna make some clones. Yeah. Molly and Christ alone. Look, I'm about that gospel, I give you the truth. I'm shrinking back, never, I will not exclude. No jada, no tittle, this is 100 proof. Get straight holy fire when I'm in the booth. Your spirit flow through me, I mean really flow through me. When I'm lacking this power, his spirit enthused me. I ain't talking hocus pocus, this here thing is real. Holy Spirit, paraclete, yes sir, I've been filled. And the spirit's fluid, straight from the blood of the son of this Jewish. Grace showed his love every time that I blew it. There's no other name that can match his influence. So I'm the man that quotes the word of God that sends antidote, so you can run your race like you an antelope, bear some fruit like you a cantaloupe. Expand some hope to a fallen world that really needs it though. Trying to climb but their knees are broke. The effects of sin been diseasing folk like take them wherever though. Everywhere make them known. I wanna make some clones. Yeah, modeling in Christ alone. I take his name around everywhere I go. Every city, every town, I will make them known. His mission got me bound, trying to make some clones. Model Christ alone, I make them known. Yeah, he is my fortress and he is my shield. The strongest of towers I hide in his wheel. I'm all about God, folks want me to chill. Bro, can I do that? My savior is real. Forever lifting his name. Only reason I change. So much I can't contain. Want you to know the same. So you know I ain't free, man. Remant sin and redeemed me. And he did it supreme. Reshape me and stream. I'm a new creature now. Making new creatures now. Though sin wanna keep them out. My savior's reaching out. I'm a new creature now. Making new creatures now. Though sin wanna keep them out. My savior's reaching out. Take them wherever though. Everywhere make them known. I wanna make some clones. Yeah. Modeling in Christ alone. I take his name around everywhere I go. Every city, every town, I will make them known. His mission got me bound, trying to make some clones. Model Christ alone, I make them known. Make them known, I will make them known. Give reverence to the king that's seated on the throne. Make them known, I will make them known. Give reverence to the king that's seated on the throne. Forever see Michael be lifting them high, yeah. Arms like 11 points straight to the sky, yeah. Give reverence forever to great Adonai, yeah. His name I will praise to the day that I die. Take them wherever though. Everywhere make them known. I wanna make some clones. Yeah. Modeling in Christ alone. I take his name around everywhere I go. Every city, every town, I will make them known. His mission got me bound, trying to make some clones. Model Christ alone, I make them known. Make them known, I will make them known. Give reverence to the king that's seated on the throne. Make them known, I will make them known. Give reverence to the king that's seated on the throne.
If we gonna go song, his song make them known. If we gonna go verse, I think C killed it on I think he killed it on Wake Up. You know what I mean? Like Wake Up and Make them known. Like when he sent me Wake them known, because we wasn't in the studio when he recorded that joint. I was upset he didn't allow me to get on that beat. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, bro, not only did you kill it, but you didn't even share the beat. And then when I heard him do the Wake Up verse, I was like, okay. Bro on his A game, because that was one of the first songs we recorded, if I'm not mistaken, and it just showed me that he was on his A game for real.
For Rob, it's the last song on the album. The name escapes me right now. Y'all know I be mumble mouth. What's the last song on the album?
The Soulful Joint.
No, not that one. It's one after that.
Without You.
Yeah, Without You.
Yeah.
Rob had like a 35 bar verse. But that joint was like, literally, that joint was like 35 bars.
Don't know what I would do. Don't know what I would do. Don't know what I would do.
I'm like, oh my, I can imagine life without them by my side, right next to me. I've been there and done it, got tired of the running. My growth, it was stunning, now here I be. Took a couple of L's, both losses and lessons, I'm still here. Come call it a blessing, with pieces or passes, no longer be stressing. I strut when I walk, cause I know there's no weapon. Now, listen y'all, I ain't talking pride, they come before the fall. Giving him glory, he deserves it all, cause I should have been dead, not here at all. Now I'm out of the mud, I'm feeling like wood, them praises going up, more than the nub. Been washing the blood, he cleaning me up, was dirty in the mud, still show me love. Oh, that's a conditional. A love like this I never had before. Got me feeling so good, I want the world to know. Every man want my boy and girl, all the foes. How I repented, my sins were forgiven. Confessed and believed that he died and is risen. Nothing compared to his goodness and mercy. I went to the throne even though I wasn't worthy. Like, Heavenly Father, it's me again. I come before you, Lord, here I stand. Can't do it out here on my own. I cast my cares before your holy throne. Now I'm clapping it up, celebrating the fact I'm saved. Cause Jesus conquered everything, even death in the grave. A new direction left abroad, cause narrow's the way. Trailblazing, remnant music is more than a way.
Understand this is who I am, cause the great I am gave it all for me. Ain't better than just pressing in, trying to be the man God called me to be. Benefits of both, no cap, I'm Steve. If you wonder what I mean, I'm moving what I see. Cause life's not life without him by my side. I'ma give it my all to the day that I rise.
One thing you think about doing the project, you know, you box your verses up 16s, 8s, or 12. A lot of people do 12s now. You know what I mean? 2 verses or whatever. And Rob was like, man, I wrote more for this verse. Man, this our album. Just go. And you know what? I said, bro, just go. So that brother literally had like 32 bars. And his brother was twisting all kind of ways. I like, man, that was the hardest verse ever. And I told my wife, I said, Rob just dropped the hardest verse I ever heard. I don't even think I told you this. And I let Crystal hear, and she's like, I don't want to hear your verse. Nah, she didn't say that. She just like, she didn't say that. I'm messing with her. But nah, what she said, she was like, bro, you better come with it, because that there was that fire. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was highly impressed with what's up, brother Humble, Jason Jones. But I was highly impressed with that verse, bro, for real.
Hey, right on, man. Yeah. Hey, that's crazy because we didn't even talk about this.
No, we ain't never even talk about this.
We just recorded and kept it pushing.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Now I know on one of y'all last recent episodes, I know me and C was talking about this earlier on the phone. We was talking about you know, the balance of competitiveness within Christian hip hop.
Yeah.
CHH. Now obviously y'all bros, but at the end of the day, like you said, neither one of y'all wanted to get outdone on any of these songs. So what was that like when y'all was together making this project between each other, that friendly competition?
Rob?
I don't know. Look, first of all, I'm a C-Mike fan. So I think for me, I wasn't on no fanboy type stuff, but for me, it was, I respect his music and his body of work. So for me, it was like, look, I gotta bring my A game to the table. Yeah. And that's just me keeping it a buck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they may feel about my music or his music, I'm a fan. So for us to be best friends and I'm a fan of his music, like I literally know his verses, not just because we did this project. I'm talking about in the past. So I know what he can bring to the table. So the friendly competition was like, man, he ain't gonna eat me. Like I'm not getting 8 on no track. But anybody who don't understand that terminology, I'm not getting 8 on the track, and then people gotta be like, yo, bro, like, yeah, you was cool, but C ate you on like every track. So I wanted to make sure I gave him my, 100%. You know what I mean? That was my friendly competition.
Yeah, with this, the competition is that I wanted this to be the best project I ever done because I was doing it with my brother. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, all of us on here has done projects individually, and one of the problems we get is like, okay, the money piece gets slow, or your first verse is like outstanding, then the second one, like, oh, I gotta do another verse. I gotta do 2 more verses. And I thought it was awesome. Like, I didn't have to worry about that.
Right.
The money thing, we splitting everything, you know what I'm saying? And we talked about at the beginning, like, okay, if we're gonna do this and we got all the money together, let's go all the way in. Let's go hard, As obviously Corona came in, but we still kept it pushing. But beyond that, man, it's like when I heard that brother start twisting, I was like, okay, I just gotta do something else because I'm not a twister. But it also made me step up. It's like, okay, how do you equal someone that's on a song with you that's twisting? Because in rap, you always get the ooh with twisters. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what he said. You hear somebody go da 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 da. They be like, man, that dude's snapping. They don't even know what he said.
Right,
and of course you can understand what Rob is saying, but you get what I'm saying. It's like it's automatically dead. And so like, in my mind, it's like, okay, how do I offset a brother that's twisted? Because like every song when we get in the studio, I said, man, this brother is twisting again. Jesus. So, it was friendly competition, just like hooping. I always compared to hooping. And me and Rob on different teams. Yeah, that's my brother. We ain't gonna fight, but I'm trying to win.
Right.
Damn, you know, I ain't trying to lose. Oh, that's my brother. It's okay, brother. You just scored 30 on me. The devil is a lie. I'm trying to lock him up, just like he trying to lock me up. You know, it's just friendly competition. And it never got, you know, it never gets weird. You know, it never got weird the whole time. Yeah.
And that's
we'll do
definitely
two more,
dope.
man. We gon' 2 more, and then we gonna wrap up. Because we went over longer than what we do on the show. So, but it is our album, so it is what it is. Go ahead, brother.
I'm trying to think of some stuff. I asked all the stuff I want to say. But so what's next? You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't. Oh, first of all, let me say this. Great job on the project together, because knowing y'all catalog individually, I had high expectations, but I feel like sometimes two great hip hop artists come together and you get let down. Like, I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but I thought when Jay-Z and Kanye did Watch the Throne, that should have been like the best rap album
in history
ever. Just with that scale of MCing and production on one album. And I was like, yeah, y'all could have kept that, you know, minus a couple of songs. But when from 1 to 10 on this project, it ride. Ain't no skipping. And if you skipping, you from Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's all we're gonna say. So hey, this you light on your feet. That's all we're gonna say. Talking cold. This is some dope stuff. So what's next, man? Y'all done did this project together.
Yeah.
What's next, man?
Visuals.
Yep, visuals.
It's time for the visuals. We about to bring a lot of these songs to life, man. And we just stand on top of it. Starting with No Way, you know, the lead single off the project. So
shout out to Jay Carter.
Yeah, Jay Carter and our sister Noel Jones. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they brought that joint to life. Like, our verses was cool, but that was just one of them joints where you might not even understand a word or remember a word me and C say, but you're gonna remember that hook. You're gonna remember that bridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
they gonna remember y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But
they gonna remember y'all.
What Rob said, man, just the visuals, you know, that's what's coming next. The visual. We got some creative ideas, because, you know,
man.
One thing this pandemic has shown me is that in stressful situations, we pull out some ideas. You know what I mean? You know, like a lot of companies found out they don't need to have no office, because a lot of people still making just as much money at their house. It's like, why are they paying for office? You know what I'm saying? So in the same way, we're gonna try to do some creative things with these videos and you know, keep the buzz going. You know,
for sure.
You know, I never had the mindset just, okay, this release day, I ain't gonna talk about the project no more. The devil is a lie. I'm finna crank it up. You know, let's go even harder now. You know, because the project out, I can really give you a link. You know what I mean? So,
for sure. I'm trying to think of one more, man. For the people, why should people go buy this project, man?
I say this, because if you love God and you love hip hop, you'll love this project. Now, if you love God and you love gospel, you may like about 3 songs. If you love God and you love pop music, you may like 2 songs. If you don't love God and you just love hip hop, you still may like some songs. I think we got a lot of different type of things that can minister to different people, man. And I really think it's a project, some of our best work. People say that, but no, I truly believe it. It really is some of our best work, you know. And I don't say that a lot because I hate to brag on myself, but I really think it's some of the best things that me and Rob did. You know what I'm saying? So
it definitely pulled me out of my comfort zone. And like you said, even if you like worship, we got a song on there called Worship You. And that's that soulful joint you was talking about, featuring our sis Jamie Dry, and then another artist by the name of Blue. They're the female voices you hearing, and then it's the first time in a long time where I'm actually singing the hook on that joint. So yeah, I mean, even if and it's a gospel, it's a straight up worship song. Like, we are talking to the Lord and singing to him, man. So yeah, Worship You is definitely for those ones. I don't really do gospel rap, but I like that one. So we got that for you too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this because son wifey said while Rob was going, she said it's a perfect example of a great collaboration. You know, so many times people won't work together, they have walls or whatever, and we was able to come together, put all that stuff aside, to come together, do something great. So
yeah, but I think y'all relationship definitely reflects the music reflects y'all relationship and y'all brotherhood, and I think
I agree.
I think that's a beautiful thing. One statement and then one more question. Well, maybe combination. First off, I'm mad at y'all. Y'all discredit yourself. This is not an EP. This is a future classic album.
Appreciate
so y'all need
it,
a quick. This is not no EP. This is an album. This is an album. I think is gonna go down as a classic. Speaking of that, can we get CDs and vinyl in the future? Vinyl is up right now. I know me and C talked about that. Obviously, behind the scenes, we can talk about that, and I'm gonna have to help y'all on the mastering side prepare for that. But can we order CDs and vinyl for those of us who love this album?
Not
is
today,
that coming?
But one day.
Yeah,
okay.
Not today,
CD's
but
definitely
soon.
coming. Vinyl is something we're gonna have to talk about because it is big now, but it's big for artists who are established. And it's I know Me C got support, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta, when it's all said and done, man. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And
he knows somewhere to get a good deal and do it. So that's why.
Okay. Off record then. You don't have to talk to me because I'm like, listen, bro, if I can't get my re-up, I ain't
nah, it's
hey, the boy Rod say if I can't get my re-up, it ain't gonna be up that way.
two fish, 5 loaves, man. It's one
shout
of
out
things
hold up, shout out to my homie brother Wilbur Addison down there in Mississippi. He said, great album, brothers. I love it. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. More
and
than
all that you do for our culture, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Kyra.
Nah, man. I asked everything, man. I just want to say congratulations to y'all brothers, man. You know, I'm proud of y'all. I think y'all got a good, amazing project that y'all done. I still struggle with what's my favorite song. I was telling you, Rob, earlier ago between Worth, Wake Up, and Still I Breathe. And then, but tomorrow it could change, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm still living with the project. So but those 3 songs just. I think Still I Breathe made for me personally as a man that just hit that just hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't ever struggle with sin, you know what I'm saying? Either that or some of these brothers struggling on the treadmill. Either way, still we breathe. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hey, I want to. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say this about the project, something that I felt was unique. One thing that me and C did, I know he joked earlier about me rapping 32 bars. That did happen. If you listen to the songs, sometimes C verses are longer than mine. Sometimes they're even, where it's a traditional. But we just truly went in and had a good time. If I wrote a verse and that mug didn't have 16 bars, that's what we went with. If he wrote a verse and it wasn't whatever bars, that's what we went with. We wasn't trying to, squeeze out. No, it got to be the regular format. We just did our own thing with it, man. So that's the unique thing about the project.
Because, honestly, for us, like we say this all the time on the podcast, we got jobs, and we do this for God. So we do it in excellence for that reason. And we love what we do musically. We love it. But we ain't trying to get rich off this. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking at it like, man, he got to be like this, because, Rapzilla got to play this or who got to play. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that.
If we do get rich,
if we get it, cool, because we set it up. So when the money come in, it's coming to us. We did set that up now, but we didn't do it with the intent of it. You know what I mean? And, I was going to wrap up, man. I'm going to keep talking for a minute because this is one thing I'm going to say this, Rob. We ain't never did this. We may not never do this again. And, we're going to record this and we'll put it on the Not the Same Podcast website on the Remnant page. But, one thing I did want to talk about is the things, I went through a tough time in recording this project. And, both of us went through some things. And sometimes from pain comes some of the greatest music. You know what I mean? And like none of us, we don't fluff verses. You know what I'm saying? So if I say I was ratchet, I was ratchet. If Rob say he was struggling trying to, had the when he said something on the Still I Breathe, when he said something about I was in all the way talking overtime pay. If he's saying, like, we ain't just saying that. This is literally happening. You know what I mean? Right. And that's one thing I always felt as an artist is like, I can only speak from where I'm at. A lot of times I can try to take you somewhere, but I can't take you somewhere I ain't been. So I have to speak from where I'm at the point. So if that day I wasn't on high, that's how it came out. If that day I was super high, that's how it came out. And the same way with Rob, because we want to give a true reflection of what it is, because we never did things that made us not Christian, but we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't born perfect, and we ain't leaving perfect. But when we get up there, we're gonna be perfect. But we ain't perfect right now. So, you know, if we going through things or fighting, or not fighting with each other, I'm just saying just through life, through struggle, because life is real. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we all went through those certain type things just to get this project out. Like, man, one thing me and you was talking about earlier. What's up, Travis? Travis Chosen, my brother. But one thing I was talking to Kyron about earlier, Rob, and I didn't tell you this, man. Like, before I did this project, man, like I hadn't done nothing in 2 years. No projects, right? And honestly, the reason why, man, I was discouraged with the industry. I was tired. I was tired pushing, trying to wedge in over here, trying to get this person to listen to this, you know, or saying, I got a dope project if you listen. You know what I mean? Like, I got tired of it. And I was like, you know what, man? Somebody asked me for a feature, I do the feature or whatever, you know, but you know, I just wasn't feeling the industry. Like, Rob wanted me to do this project, pull me back. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, maybe I'm done. I'm straight. I did it all. Like, people that know me and follow my page, I sold all my studio equipment. I'm like, man, I don't need this no more. I don't need this no more. But doing this project and going through this process, it woke it back up, man. I was like, you know what? I ain't done. I felt like Andy on that song. Bum, 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 bum. I ain't done. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. I'm gonna say this comment, man. I know everybody can't see this, but our brother Will Addison said, I love that y'all are not scared to acknowledge the Holy Spirit. That is big facts. We are not scared of that. We are not scared of that.
Not at all. I heard for the theologians out there, I heard Rob even talking about fivefold ministries and different things on this, which at this point I'm intimidated because I'm reformed and I'm on here with two. I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
And it's all love. You know,
I'm a believer, bro. I ain't
man. Before any type of doctrines and charismatic and reform and Calvinists and all that, we Christians.
Yeah. Hey, I'm charismatically.
And after all that, you my brother. At the end of the day,
charismatically reformed, straight up. And I grew, you know. But hey, before we get into all of that, let's not.
Nah, we ain't gonna get into all that. We on this album. Go ahead, brother.
No, but let's stay where you was at. Y'all was talking about struggle. I mean, you just started up a whole another hour, but I'm gonna contain this. Y'all was talking about struggle and how you put that in the music and that being reflective of the music. How do you learn how to balance how far you really want to go and then the Holy Spirit saying stop? Because obviously you got to be sensitive to your family, but you still trying to be raw at the same time. So I believe that the gospel calls for transparency.
No doubt.
Yeah, but definitely. At the same time, the gospel call for mind your business as well. So how do you balance like transparency and not? How do you balance that? What's that fine line for y'all?
I'll speak on this one first. For me, since I came on the scene, I've been very transparent. One thing that I've always been complimented on is, look, we can understand your lyrics, and you're very, very transparent. And I can relate to you. So I've been to places where, and this is to set up me answering this question. I've been to the place where only me and my family were the only Black people in the building.
Yeah.
But yet still everybody there could relate to me. Why? Because the transparent, they show it don't matter if you white, Black, Mexican, light skin, dark, it don't matter. Sin is sin and struggle is struggle. But where I keep the balance, I'm never glorifying my struggle. And that's the biggest thing. There's a way where you can glorify your struggle. And then there's a way you can say, hey, look, man, I'm even on woke up this morning, you know, I'm feeling, but it was like my actions, attitudes, words. I was a mess. He still let me see another day. I'm truly blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you look at stuff like that, everybody can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? If I say exchanging faces in different places, because I've said that I don't have to tell you what that means. If you out there exchanging faces, everybody know what that means. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me glorifying the fact that I struggled with that or that's a vice or whatever. It's me telling people, look, man, I'm dealing with this and God's still loving on me, or I dealt with this and God delivered me from it. Go ahead, see.
And the thing is, man, if God, I want people to know that I ain't perfect. You know, I ain't perfect. And Christianity is not being perfect. It's about being perfected. You know what I mean? Because the perfect one is perfecting you. Yeah, message. You know what I mean? But it's literally about that. And I think it's important for us to show every side, but I refuse to glorify it. I refuse to glorify it because I am a person that always believes it's something that Kyron says a lot. There's hope for the broken. Sometimes the broken is me. Sometimes the broken is actually the artist that's giving hope because you're the one that's supposed to spill out, right? But you're the one need to be poured into. So, and the name of the new album is Remant Music, brother. Remnant Music. Appreciate you asking. I'm gonna try to put up links and everything. But yeah, you know, sometimes we, the ones that's pouring out, need to be poured into, because you think people to get the greatest revelation and the greatest sermons and all these great preachers have real lives. Like, you know, I just heard the other day, you know, the guy from Hillsong Church got fired because he got in trouble. Like, you can look down on him for getting in trouble. And then the other thing you say, well, thank God that you kept me. That's how we should be looking at stuff. When people fall, thank God that you still kept me, because it could have been me. It could have been Rob. It could have been Kyron. You know what I mean? So I just think it's so
or it could have been somebody in the past.
Right.
And they forgot about it. Don't forget.
Exactly.
You know
or the grace that he kept you and didn't erase you or disqualify you from ministry for your past failings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think it's so important as an artist to show all sides, everything, show everything that you have, your good and your bad, but always, like you say a lot, there's always hope for the broken. In other words, I can't show the dark without the light. And I think that's sometimes the problem with some artists. And, you know, artists do what they choose to do, but we can't always show the dark. Like, yo, I used to be a thug. I used to be a thug. And your whole thing is I used to be a thug. Okay, well, what you is now? You know what I mean? I used to be a pimp on these streets, a pimp on these streets. I used to be. Okay, well, what you is now? You still a pimp? Is you free? Tell me how you got free. Just as much as we explain how we got caught up, explain how you got out. And that's our whole thing, you know. So yeah. What up, DJ G?
DJ G, that's how you keep that balance, man. Like you said, we human. We've been through some things. Shoot, hey, look, if ever they did a show where they was like, yo, what Rob be doing? Like, I'm in trouble, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't no Christian. Yeah, I am, but I'm striving daily, man. And I try to make sure, and I don't want to say I pride myself, but I take honor in glorifying God in my struggle, not glorifying the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there is hope.
Or the God that brought you out the struggle.
Or the God that bringing you out the struggle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we joke all the time. I got kids with a Z. Yeah, I didn't have all them kids in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
just what it is.
That's just bottom line, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? About 4, I'm running around here right now. You know what I mean? So what I'm good. You know what I mean? God brought it out and he allowed me to have a relationship. So
one more thing before you ask the next question. The way we be careful is being led by the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Because I got a wife that will call me out. And a lot of times I say direct things in a roundabout way, in parable type language. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know.
He just say it like that. Sometimes I'd be like, amplify.
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. I'm coming with parables sometimes, because I'm not gonna put all my business out in the street.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know in general some business in the street, so to speak.
Yeah. For sure. First, I got a comment. I just want to say, first off, man, once again, y'all, Remnant Music now available. Rob Redeem,
that's on all digital outlets.
Everywhere for purchase and for stream. Purchase first, stream second. There's 3 projects. There's 3 projects this year. I'm gonna be a little selfish on this next comment and question. There's 3 projects this year as an artist and somebody who's been a part of CHH for a while, as we wrap up 2020, that have reminded me in different kind of ways that dope hip hop and Jesus still belong together. And in no particular order, that Lecrae Restoration, KB's new album, His Glory Alone, and then this album from C. Mike and Rob Redeem, Remnant Music. All amazing projects.
Yeah.
All top to bottom projects. All projects that glorify the Lord and just musically amazing. And luckily, I got to be a part of one of them, man. And I'm gonna be honest, just waking up with this being y'all release day. I'm moving into the next question. See, know that I resigned myself to my label today. So me as an executive, me as an artist, we negotiated, and I resigned myself to my LLC to put fire. And I'm going through a whole reconstruction. And I must admit that just like I got frustrated with the industry, and I've been nonchalant. And so my pastor, you say, you running away from your calling, but my pulpit right now is this mic and this media and everything God is calling. So it's encouraging for me to get motivated again. So y'all definitely, I've told both of y'all individually today that it's motivated me to still be a part of that remnant and still be encouraged. So with that in mind, for somebody like myself who is a young OG, who been around for a little bit but still got some youthfulness and still a young OG, what is y'all advice in trying to carry Christian hip hop forward? Because I feel like I got a burden to be a part of the next leading generation on the forefront of it, to be, because I feel like we got some new G. Craig Lewis's out here in a way, and I feel like I feel like Christian hip hop got a kind of like a whole new battle again to find its place, because it's lost trust within the body. Build up all of that work to gain trust, and then I feel like it's been knocked down and it's in a rebuilding stage. So for somebody like myself or the John Keys of the world, of younger cats, what would be some of y'all advice as far as the future pallbearers of not pallbearers, but bearers of Christian hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
I would say number one for OGs and older guys like me and Rob is really reach out to the young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like the young dudes that's coming up. And it's not easy, because rappers that's in their 20s now, the CHH they're coming into is not the CHH I came into, right?
Yeah.
Because there's people that's making a lot of money, and money can draw you to do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there's not this, when I came in, there was a great demand on holiness and knowing scripture. You know what I mean? Like you wasn't getting platforms without knowing scripture. You wouldn't, it wasn't a lot of blending of different doctrines and all that, unless they knew you knew your word. And that wasn't bad in a lot of cases, because we need to know this scripture. And it was such a big emphasis back in the day on discipleship. And the emphasis is not like that no more, right? And we as the older guys have to try to reach back. But the thing with reaching back, they got to respect you. You dig what I'm saying? And in music, how you get respect is like they hear your song like, dude, nice. Then you gain a respect. So hopefully some of these guys can check out the music and gain some respect. People that I don't know already. You know what I mean? Because I want to get with dudes and be like, hey, bro, do what you do, but this may not be wise here. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up with, my emphasis so much was on the C of HH. I was big on the C, as well as the HH part, hip hop part, but I was big on being a holy and good living Christian. It was just very important to me. And I think what we can do to help move the culture along to another spot and to higher spots is get back to some of those things, learn from these young dudes that got gifts and talents, not put them down, but we got to gain their ear. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a great divide right now. In the 20-somethings and the upper 30s, 40s, there's a great divide. It's a big gulf, and it's not age. It's a gulf in music. It's like, okay, you got Lecrae and a few people that's on, and if you ain't them, a lot of dudes ain't hearing you. So we got to be able to bridge that gap and be able to build with some people, man. I really think that's what's necessary.
I think part of that comes into play. We talked about this when I was on the other episode, like, being relevant and doing things. Like Rob said, Rob got a football team over there. So
basketball, man.
Sorry, man. Well, either way, get ready, because you need, go for the tip either way. But that helps keep get your championship team together either way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus.
Rather keep it pushing, man.
Yeah. Rather it's through that, however you come across it, but that help keep you young.
Yeah.
And there's cats in y'all age bracket that's not pushing out work. Right? It's just not happening. Like when I heard that, now you talking now, we gonna keep it real. I'm very in tune with what's going on in secular music. So I know about the Megan Thee Stallions, the Mulattoes. I know about King Von that just got killed. Like I'm in tune, because I need to be. And even though I'm 30, I'm still listening to my younger brother who 18, 23 and all of that, because I'm kind of like J. Cole said, I'm a middle child, so I'm kind of in that in between of OGs and just the young cats that's kind of like running it and killing it. And so I'm noticing that's keeping y'all fresh. You know what I'm saying? So I think part of that, a lot of dudes, I feel like y'all can be mentors to a lot of cats in y'all age group of how to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Let's hop on the business side real quick. See, since you talked about this, you sold all your studio equipment, went and rebuilt your equipment. It's COVID. What is your advice on cats who trying to do that, man? Who trying to get a home professional studio on a budget? Can you, if you feel comfortable talking about that?
Well, first of all, have a budget. And the way you have a budget is get a job. If the music ain't doing what you gotta do, I'm just saying, if you buying a studio, that means you want to start recording. So you got to have a job and you got to save and have something. Then on that, do your homework and, do your homework on the right things. Obviously you got to have the DAW, DAW of your choice, whatever it is. I like Studio One. A lot of people like Pro Tools or whatever it may be. You'll need a microphone. You'll need some speakers to want to mix. And if you don't have the money to get some speakers, at least get some good headphones where you can do it from your headphones. And then above that, that's enough to get started. Then you're going to need some room treatment, or you can go all the way out crazy and do like me and just get you some make your own sound pattern. I did it. I found it on YouTube and just did it. Built some of my own stuff and decked out my room. But you have to do that. And but like I said, I had money. Man, we're gonna wrap up in a second, man. I gotta say something funny. My wife said, who are the old guys you keep referring to? Last I checked, y'all still rocking J's and playing video games. # no Stacey Adams.
Hey, sis, I ain't saying that I'm not saying that they old because they not old. Jay-Z getting on tracks and still can kill these young dudes right now.
One more question from our homie Pastor Mike. He said, my wife asked a question. She want to know why y'all keep calling each other cats. I told her I don't know. I'm an SC.
It's a tuba thing. It's a tuba thing, shawty.
Yeah. It's goofy.
This boy did not just quote Drumline.
Yeah,
I did, man.
But yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching, man. We coming up about 120, sure. Man. I appreciate Kyron, man. I appreciate you doing this on the fly. This was kind of on the fly, but it was fun, man. We're gonna wrap this up, put this on our Not the Same podcast website where you can rewatch it. I'm gonna try to pipe in the songs and stuff that we couldn't get right. I'm gonna fix that later.
Or they can just go streaming and buy it.
Yeah, streaming and buy stream.
Tell them the songs you was gonna play, so they can go check.
So
them out.
I was gonna play Worth, and I was gonna play my song. That So what's my song name? I be forgetting stuff. Yeah. Make them known.
So yeah, man.
But no, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say for everybody who tuned in, I appreciate it. But make sure, like Kyron been saying, go buy it. You can buy it at Not the Same Podcast / Remnant Music Store. Yep. You can stream it iTunes, Tidal, Google Play gone, YouTube Music, Spotify,
everywhere
anywhere,
you can get music.
Yeah, put in Remnant Music.
Yeah,
you can put in Remnant Music, C Micah Robert Deem or Robert Deem C Micah. It'll pop up however you want to do it. Take a listen to the project, listen to the lyrics, listen to the beats, and just listen. A lot of times we don't listen. Right. Listen to it, and just give us about 30 minutes of your time. The 2 songs he's talking about. Make Them Known was C's solo song on the project. Worth was my solo song on the project. But the whole project, the chemistry, going back to your question earlier, it's chemistry. Me and C got chemistry, man. Like, pause, but we got chemistry. You did.
Anyway, and for y'all not watching the live, y'all seeing the recording, we'll have the music on there. So the songs we talked about, songs we just played a few minutes ago. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody watching, man. Appreciate our man Kyra Montero. Appreciate all the producers that produce our man Gordon Beats, Mr. Poetics, Marvin Glaspie. I'm saying like that. I always mix up your producer name. D on the track. Layered music. Who made the worst joint?
Raw Heats.
Yeah, Raw Heats. Everybody that produced on that, you know, we appreciate everybody, all our features. Kyra Montero over there to your on the right of your screen. Our homeboy Jay Carter, our homegirl Noelle Jones, Jamie Dry. Who else?
We got Blue. We want to thank Torcia Renee for the artwork.
Great job,
Scooter for the voiceovers. Like everybody who was involved in this, man, it means a lot. We appreciate y'all. I mean, to the fullest, and the visuals on the way. So stay tuned. More to come.
Yeah. And we out, man. We'll talk to y'all later. Hey, y'all stay on for a second. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone watching, man. Go stream this joint. Remnant Music. Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. I would ever do without you. I don't know what I would do. I would ever do without you. Yeah.